Welcome to Quantum Black, The Adventures in Chult, Episode 1. To meet our party, I don't know if you've officially settled on the name Team Crypto or not, but we've got Team Leader Kane, we've got Agent Wes, Agent Alice, Agent Morticia, and Agent Jasper. And then before we kind of run into the game, if you want to do a quick description of your character starting top left with Kane.
Sure. Joseph Kane is basically, if you've ever played or seen the modern version of Turok, that's him. He is a badass soldier, mohawk, armor, guns just dripping off him. He is a badass through and through and is not afraid to immediately throw himself into the action.
Awesome, and you'll be the team lead on this expedition. Next, over to the right, we have Wes.
Wes is a young man in his, it's been a little bit since I've actually aged him, but 20s, 30s, so not teenager, but middle-aged, young middle-aged. He's brown hair, handsome, kind of rugged young man, not neatly shaven, but like stubble and that. He is a, relatively fit because he was started off in military and then he's spent time outdoors in science endeavors in field work. So decent shape, but he is dressed more like a scientist than a military man.
Awesome. And down to the middle, we have Alice.
Hi, I have Alice White. She has a background in a lot of academics and languages and arcane, mostly arcane, a lot of arcane background. And she's been working for Quantum Black for a year or so, maybe a little more. And yeah.
And we have Morticia in lower left.
So Morticia Bradsby is a spy by nature, very charismatic in the way that she handles situations, tries to be diplomatic and get through things and get information from people. So she's kind of coming on to this as a confidant that can hopefully help with any sort of communication barriers that they may run into.
Fabulous. And then last but not least, Jasper, lower right.
Jasper Castle is a Superman aficionado, ex-fireman, ex-underground fighter that has a heart of gold. And he likes punching things.
And as we start our story, we've kind of began a little bit on our Discord about kind of the prologue, your mission briefing of the previous teams that have gone through portals to leave Earth and go into the unknown, where you were able to find this alternate world where it's been sourced that dinosaurs have come through, and the teams that have gone in ahead of you are currently unreachable, and so you're being sent in to find them, retrieve them, open a way to get back to and from Earth to Chult. And you all are currently in a fire station in the East Coast. Having just gone through briefing, that was the night before, so the next day you have no updates necessarily, and so you're all hanging out in the fire station. The day passes, and Jasper, through the evening after the briefing, you have another dream. It's not as clear as some of the previous ones that you've had, but that voice, at this time you don't see anything, it's just kind of like an ambient echoing voice in your head as you're just strolling along, or you're yourself in this dream. But the voice says that he knows where you are now, and very soon the portal will open, and just to stay where you are.
Those are easy directions to follow.
So the next morning, there's no additional mission directives from mission control, so you're all just at the fire station. If there's anything that you want to do specifically, go ahead and say so. Otherwise, just the day passes, and then we move on to the second day after the briefing.
I don't think there's much Kane would do if people were to wander the firehouse. He's mostly spending the time just loading up the cars and trucks that they have.
Yep. Any other supplies that you had requisitioned are either there already or arrive during that day. So the drone arrives, and yeah, go ahead.
Alice is nose deep in books with a pen, making intricate drawings that aren't quite complete.
Okay.
And using her cell phone while it still works to tell people, see you, maybe not. Probably not too many people.
So the sun sets, the moon rises. Again, no updates on anything else. So you all turn in.
Wes familiarizes himself with the laptop, learning the ins and outs of it, and while he hasn't, not everyone answered his question. He secretly is taking everyone's answer to what the favorite movie was and downloading that movie onto the laptop.
That's excellent. So, are you up late then doing so? Or is anybody up late?
Maybe a little, but not like super late.
I think Morticia would probably be the one who'd be up, probably up the latest. If there is one, which I would think there would be, she would probably be playing darts and practicing her aim with the dart.
Sure. Just to get familiar with the character sheet, do you want to go ahead and roll a... This won't exactly be a range, like a firearms attack. So just roll flat dexterity. So on the top of your character sheet, there will be the 6 core attributes. Just click the dexterity, and then if you have modifier prompt on, it'll pop up and say +0, basically, or just a 0, and you can skip that. And that will be your first roll.
So is that a total of 4?
Archery.
I'm just gonna have for dexterity. I think that's
Is that
just for darts.
Is that 4 hard dice?
Yeah. Well. Right.
That breaks out?
Right, because you're using real ones. So when you roll a primary attribute, it would be 2 times the primary. So you roll 8 dice.
8 dice. Oh, okay. 4, 6, 8. All right, here we go.
I guess theoretically, I could have had you roll sleight of hand too.
Out of the 8 that I rolled, I had 3 positives.
Okay.
So 3 evens.
So you 3 successes. So with the Ubiquity System, typically when you're rolling dice for something kind of like this, like a mundane task, 2 successes is pretty much average. Okay. 3 is good. 4 is pretty good, and anything above that is better. So as a gauge for the successes, 3 is a pass. 3 is probably like rolling a 15 in D&D or something like that. So
got it.
So yeah, so you are playing darts. It's easy for you at that point. And how late do you want to stay up doing that? We've got Wes in the other room downloading movies.
Morticia. Probably until like 10:30, 11. Just hanging out, completing my game of darts, practicing.
I'm probably like at the table that's somewhat near you. Just we're in the same room together, just completely ignoring each other, but just there.
You flip a page too loud, and I mutter something about that's what threw off my aim on that dart.
It's very funny that it sounds like everyone's gonna end up being up late because Kane probably stays up till like sunrise before deciding to actually fall asleep, as he will spend like the entire night in the garage getting the gear together and like sharpening his knife, getting all the ammo together.
Okay. So Kane, if you're staying up that late, I'll have you just roll a body check. So primary attribute, body.
Yep.
Also, that'll be double, just the same. And that's just because of your fortitude to stay up for hours and hours and hours into the next day, most likely.
I'll just roll primaries and roll 20.
Sure. So, yeah, no problem. I'm sure you've stayed up late before. Roll a perception check.
Sure.
And while you do that, Jasper, when do you go to bed, roughly?
Also just roll that.
It'll probably be after the game of darts, while Morticia's throwing darts. Jasper's motioning to Alice, and now turn the page. And now turn the page.
That's funny.
But
probably
I think he would be competing with Morticia, and it's just friendly distractions kind of deal.
Okay. So for
You occasionally receive a glare.
so everyone,
The conspiracy, I swear.
you all get a style point because that was fun. As the most of the party kind of eventually retires, you don't want to stay up so late. Kane is down in the garage, double checking, triple checking, maybe reorganizing the two vehicles. Jasper, as you are sleeping, it's probably around 3 or 4 in the morning when you actually have another dream. And Kubazan's voice kind of reverberates through, as if you're just sleeping in the bed. It's almost like in your dream you're still there, but as you wake up in the dream, his voice is in the fire station and it echoes, "Tonight is the night. Be prepared. The portal will open, and I will see you in Chult."
Jasper would get up with a jolt, and if everyone's in the same bunk room,
Let me.
Jasper
see.
would probably take his steel-toed boots and rattle it along the bunks, and tell everyone, "It's go time. Portal's about to open."
I'm gonna roll to see if I wake up.
Yeah, everyone can roll just perception, which will be secondary attribute under the primaries. Kane, if you were you trying to stay up late, because this, by the time Jasper is doing this, it would overlap with what you said your bedtime was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, if sunrise, he's up till sunrise, and if this happens pre-sunrise, then he's still up. But if it happens post, then he's in the back of the Jeep.
By the time Jasper wakes up, it's like 4:30 in the morning, kind of like waking up out of the.
He's still up, checking gear.
Your perception check with a 0. You are oblivious to anything that may have happened in the past 30 minutes.
Yeah, whatever they're doing, who cares? I'm checking the gear. That's more important.
Okay, so rattle, rattle, rattle. It looks like everybody's woken up. What do you all do?
Jasper, what is going on?
The portal's about to open.
I check my watch and see what time it is.
Wait, about to open? How do you know this?
Wes, having just woken up with a 5 perception, you glance out the window, and it is bright outside. And you see vines out the window.
Oh! Suspicious questions later. Time to go.
What? Wes, slow down! And Morticia will jump out of bed, struggle to get on her gears. She's trying to follow Wes out the door. He's probably just sprinting.
Adrian, can I get the time?
The time on the one watch, which would be 4:30. That's when he woke up. We'll just say. Can you tell me again how you were trying to set up your watches?
I was just setting it up to let me know what time we got here, and then I would do the contact to see right as soon as we got here, and then another one in about an hour.
Okay. So the time says it's about 8:30 in the morning.
According to my watch.
8:30 a.m.
Okay.
And then, Wes, you having seen out the window, you can see sunlight and vines. And you should be able to see this.
He'll slide down the fireman's pole.
Does he let us know? Do we see it as well, or is it only Wes?
I mean, if anyone can look out and see. Yeah.
He'd probably
Okay.
say time to go and like point at the window. And point at
Alice, seeing that we are in fact, holy cow, in middle of a jungle, she's gonna grab her notebook like ASAP and do a quick sketch. And can I roll ritual magic for that, or
For what?
for my communication spell? I need to get the time.
Oh, yes, you can roll ritual magic.
Cool. I have way too many ritual magics.
Those are just notes on the different ones. You can just roll the
Cool.
main. Okay. So, what does your spell look like as you are using your? There's a strand of hair, right?
Yeah, so there was the notebook that she was drawing in previously. It basically looks like that. There's like an off-color black ink that makes a circle of different designs depending on which page it is. There's no notes saying what it is, but there's literally just a couple lines. She goes in, puts a hair in the center of it, and the paper, the ink lights up and the paper disintegrates out of her notebook as she finishes casting the spell.
Okay, and this is just a communication spell to contact.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Owl.
The owl.
Yeah.
Okay, so the spell is successful. It comes through. Interworld.
I need a response is what I need.
Well, what are you saying?
I just want to know the time.
Let me calculate that and get back to you. As
Thank you.
as Alice is upstairs, Wes drops down the fire pole. Kane, you would see him come down into the garage, the apparatus room. Oh, sorry, that is Wes. Jasper and Morticia, what are you doing?
I quickly get into my gear, which, as Morticia and Alice kind of look up and down, like doing their own thing, you see him get it on with a speed that indicates that yes, he was a fireman. And like he jumps out quick. Like Wes beat him because he didn't even have his pants on. Jasper is getting his pants on pretty quick, and he's jumping down the fire pole after
I
him.
think Wes was already dressed. I think Wes was already dressed when he went to bed. So expecting that maybe called out at any time.
That's
So
fair.
was sleeping in his clothes.
Yeah, I think the gear probably includes everything from like his gloves, his boots, and any armor that they were able to requisition. So like he's suited up.
Okay. So you get down to the garage. Kane, you're seeing Wes and Jasper coming down. Morticia, what are you doing?
I think after watching Jasper get ready and just bolt past me and go down the fire pole, I think Morticia would slow down, getting ready, realizing, okay, well, the guys are downstairs, they're all together, and then she just kind of looks back at Alice as she's pulling on her leathers and putting her brass knuckles and attaching her knife to her hip, and she says, "Alice, we gotta go."
Alice, you get how does the communication work? Is it telepathically? Is it verbally? What's
this one's just a telepathic. Literally, I just sent a message telepathically. It had to be pretty short.
So,
I didn't want it to be long. I was going to do just a short, what time is it? Get a response, do one now, do one in an hour, and then 24 hours later.
Okay. It's 5:50 a.m. back
Okay.
there. back in Eastern Washington or Eastern
Okay.
U.S. Versus your watch right now says it's 8:30 a.m.
Okay, cool. I set a timer for 1 hour. And then I grab my bag and put my notepad in my side holster pouch and chase after everyone else who's running out of the house naked.
Well, no.
Morticia is the last to leave, locking up, securing, and as she goes to the panel to turn on the security alarms, is there electricity?
Do you want to spend a style point? Because default is no. So style points are current out of character currency. You can spend them to get bonuses on your rolls or to sometimes buy things in universe, like the generator.
Sure. We'll flavor this a little bit. So yeah, I'd like to spend a style point to do that. So what she does is, realizing there's not power, she actually, instead of going down the fire pole, she goes up the emergency stairs, goes to the roof, and turns on the solar power generator.
Okay, so that gives access back to the building to be able to turn on.
As I see the two of them rush down, like maybe mid moving a crate to the Jeep, he just looks at the Jasper and Wes and goes, "What's got the two of you in a rush?" As he's just walking between crates and the Jeep nonchalantly.
I don't know how, but the portal's open and it's right on top of us.
And like right on cue, Jasper opens up the front gates, like right in front of the Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The garage door.
Hit the button to open it.
Kane, how surprising would this be to you? Seeing all of a sudden outside, it's not, I think it was in New Jersey. Instead, it's just jungle and trees and green.
I don't know. Sounds kind of like New Jersey to me.
Okay, fair
Jersey
enough.
may as well be. Jersey's already a jungle. So I don't. He's probably also spent a lot of time fighting in jungles. So I think his reaction is probably. Now this is a silly question, but I look at Jasper and I look at Wes. Of the two of them, who looks clearly more designed for combat?
Hmm.
I
Look
have
at
a
your
feeling
camera,
it's going
Pi.
to be
Look at
Jasper.
your camera. I'll give you a hint. McKenzie is sitting right next to Zero.
Yeah. So he'll swing around his shotgun that he has, on the strap around his shoulder, and he'll look at Jasper and say, "Follow me. We're gonna clear the perimeter." And then he'll look at Wes and say, "You stand here. Don't get yourself killed. Watch the gear." And then he'll begin just nonchalantly walking outside with his shotgun.
As Kane is kind of like walking past them to begin the patrol around the perimeter, Jasper says, "Oh, actually, you can turn on the first radio transponder. Stop scratching the floor." You can turn on the first radio transponder. It's in the box over there.
Who are you saying that to?
He was saying that over to Wes. Since Wes is down here, he's ready. He's very technologically inclined. He can probably activate and position the first radio transponder.
I was like, all right, but shouldn't we get through the portal first?
I think.
Uh,
Can I?
I think we're already here.
Yeah. This doesn't look like we're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
That's
I
unexpected. I expected like a doorway portal that we would have to go through, not just moving the whole building.
As Jasper clears the corner, yeah, like Stargate SG-1, and then disappears around the corner.
Depends on the portal type.
Morticia's going to come down the fire pole after getting the generator started and say, Wes, I'm really sorry that your heart is broken, but at least we're here. Maybe we'll find some more dinosaurs that won't be attacking them all.
Actually, I mean, if this actually is a possibly good situation, if this stays, we have shelter already pre-built in the form of the firehouse.
Yeah, and as long as we have sunlight, we'll have power. So we've got pretty good generators up on the roof.
And batteries to store it?
Yeah. The Stop Point bought the fire station its own generator, so it's all separate from the systems that you brought with the vehicles.
First off, I would like to figure out where we are in relation to anything else. Do we have communications up already? Or have we tried getting signal on our radios?
I would turn on this repeater transmitter he was talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we would have contact with the home place or anyone else or any other teams.
If you turn on the radio, which I presume is tuned to the same channels that the other teams were using, you immediately get a pretty strong communication of what the previous team, their last recording was. The Quantum Black. This is Team Lead Rickner. We've been stuck in Chult for 3 weeks so far with no communications or support from Quantum Black. We are requesting the following. Evac if possible. If not, supplies, medical and ammunition. Reinforcements would be great too. We've lost Phil and Sharon. I'm injured, but I'm okay. Just need help out of here. We need to get home. Don't get me wrong, this city is incredible. This world is incredible. But damn, do I miss home. And coffee. Bring coffee too. This is the last battery I've got stashed, so consider this our final transmission. Sam and Val are going back to the radio that Phil left and going to switch the old message with this one. We've made a few contacts here in Port Nyanzaru, so they'll be able to take a guide. If you get this message, then hopefully things went smooth. Team Ada, over and out. And then it loops.
Port Nyanzaru? Alice, does that sound familiar in any of your readings?
Sorry, were you talking to me?
Yes, I'm glad your nose is in the book right now because I was curious. Have you heard of Port Nyanzaru?
Can I roll for that, Adrian? Academics, literature, or history? Any of those?
Yeah, you could roll academics history.
Okay.
You both are still inside the building in the garage, right? And then Kane and Jasper went to go clear the surrounding?
Yep,
Yeah.
doing a loop
I'm
around
sorry,
the building.
Adrian. What was the name of the team? Team what?
Team Ada is the first team and Team Brackenus is the second team. And
Okay.
Kane and Jasper are the two going outside, right?
Mhm.
How long ago did Team Oculus get sent out?
Team Brackenus was sent. I'd have to go back through our messages and the chat, but it's in there. I'll have to find it after.
Okay.
There was a time difference. I remember that they were in. That their message said longer than they were actually had been sent out, so there was some kind of time distortion.
Correct.
I don't remember the exact numbers though.
Let me know when my 1 hour alarm goes off, Adrian.
Sure. So, hold on, that's the wrong character sheet. I'm looking at something.
You don't need to look at something. It's fine. There's nothing around the buildings. It's okay.
So there's two perceptions. It's a little overwhelming, not so much for Kane because he's been there before in this environment, but just going from like cityscape to all of a sudden now you step and it's like your foot sinks down into like heavy moss, and you can tell immediately where like the fire station doors opens and concrete goes out like almost 4 feet and then just kind of like breaks out, and then it's just all moss and foliage. There's like this stone block over there looks like it is man-made. It's like chiseled stone built together to be like that pad. That's kind of an oddity. But everything else is just jungle fauna, ferns and plants and colorful flowers and stuff that does not look that similar. Like in some aspects, yes, it looks like jungle from Earth, but there's a lot of plants that like you've never seen before. So that's a little bit distracting. Kane, you sweep around the building, coming around to the other side. Did you split up, or did you both go together?
I would have had him follow me.
Okay, so you went on the same kind of trail. So coming around to the circle, you can see that the jungle is close up to where you're at, almost about 4 feet from the edges of each side of the building. In the back, where some of the pipes from the building was, like a lot of the water that was still in the systems has flooded out, making a little bit of a big pool in the back of the building. And then there's a tree that looks like it was displaced when whatever happened has fallen over. That's pretty fresh, and that's all towards the back side of the fire station. There doesn't seem to be any wildlife necessarily, like live animals or anything in this immediate area.
Despite all the birds.
Yeah, the birds are not there.
Okay.
And that's a flower, not a bird, let's say. Yeah, it's hot, muggy. It's probably something in the ballpark of like 95 degrees. So it's pretty warm here in the jungle canopy, where this, like right here, there's an opening where the sun's like shining down on the fire station, but it's thick and muggy. And there doesn't look to be like any like major trails going in any of the directions. It's all pretty much brush.
Yeah, just jungle. Okay. So if it's just jungle, I know I rolled really badly for perception, despite not seeing any birds. Is this sound that's playing accurate? Do I hear birds and
actually
sound of life?
Technically, no. Technically, I'll turn that off because it is quiet. You don't hear that much wildlife.
That is not the best sign, because the lack of bird sounds means predators are nearby. The lack of wildlife sounds are not good. And he would make note of that and like do a hand gesture to like Jasper, like you'll put his fist up to stop and be like, "Do you hear that?"
I don't hear
And then-
anything.
That's my point. Something might be around here, and it's not just us. Let's get back inside. Let's get our gear. It's like the cars might have to stay behind, so it's like we're lugging it around. And
Have we completed a full lap around the building?
Yeah, you're just coming around the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll walk back in to the garage, and if he sees everyone gathered, he'll say, "We might want to start unloading everything from the cars. Not much room to bring them out. Also, something's definitely out there. It's too quiet."
Can I start working on a spell if he says there's not much out there? Can I want to make a spell, so it's going to take longer, that basically works as sonar to figure out kind of the layout of where we're at and like where would be the best path to work. It's going to be more like, I guess, TOF,
Like being able to sense
Yeah.
your video game map.
Yeah. Maybe not in color, but general shapes and landscapes of, we don't want to go this direction with the car because there's a river right there, or stuff like that.
You could start working on that with your previous academics role. Port Nyanzaru, the first time you would have heard of that was just the message recording.
It's not in any. Oh, okay. So now we're backtracking.
Yeah, that's still the result from that.
Mo, there's not any known literature that I'm aware of that says anything about Chult or Port Ninezaru. Everything is purely from the team sent over here. Nothing that I'm aware of, and I have had access to quite a variety of stuff, but not anything have I've ever heard of. Yeah. I might
Alright.
list some other towns that are probably in different dimensions, but never a Port Ninezaru.
All right.
Wow. Oh, sorry.
Well, all right. Well, that's nothing to go on, but that's okay. Stepping out and looking up, do I think that I could climb a tree and get like our bearings of where we're at?
You could.
Cool. I would like to do that, and then after I roll, I will pass to Wes because I know he wants to do something.
Wait, so does Jasper see Morticia just like run out and start climbing one of the giant trees?
Yeah, you really want to climb a tree when we don't know what's around.
I really
And
debated doing that too,
I'm
McKenzie,
expected to keep you alive.
but my body and dexterity and strength did not particularly incline me to do that.
Jasper looks at Wes and like he's not trying to boss him around, but like every time he has an idea, something's pulling him out of the building. It's like drone, get the drone, and he's gonna follow Morticia out before she like runs into trouble.
Okay. Both Morticia and Jasper roll another perception check. Okay. You both, Morticia obviously in the lead. Morticia, what's your speed?
Oh,
It's move under size.
7.
Okay, and then Jasper, what's yours?
11.
Oh, so you're able to run after, and basically catch up, but you kind of both freeze at the same time because standing at the jungle line looking at you are two little turkey-sized lizards, bipedal, looking at you. They kind of go make a little noise, which I'm not going to try to do. But they're in between you and the tree. You're going to run up, and you both see it at the same time. So
Okay.
Is it like a chirp? Does
Yeah.
it sound like a bird chirp? Oh, interesting.
More like I can't make it, but imagine something from Jurassic Park, like a little dinosaur from the Lost World looking at you.
The compies.
Okay, I will stop moving as I see them, and I will just very discreetly like move my hand to my knife in case one of them jumps. But I will stop moving.
Yeah, they're eyeing you. They don't move either.
Over my shoulder as Jasper's coming up, I as I am not breaking eye contact with these things, but I say, "Don't say anything to Wes."
That's style. That's funny. Okay.
Okay. Are we going to head back? Or are you going to still climb that tree? Because I'm giving you 50-50 based on your track record.
Fair point. Back. And she will just slowly start walking backwards away from the things. As I walk backwards, do they advance?
They advance about 5 feet, 1 square, and as they get into kind of like the clearing zone from where the fire station landed, they stop. And if you keep going back, they just look at you until you're pretty close to the building, and then they kind of like back up, turn around, and disappear into the jungle.
Did it look like they were being stopped by force or by choice? Can I tell?
Roll an empathy check, which is like equivalent to D&D insight.
Oh,
I
think
feel
I'm
like you'll be
at
good
that.
at that since your charisma. Yeah.
Do I roll with 8 dice? Is that what that 8 is there?
It should be
Is it on the far right?
the right side, not the parentheses one. But your empathy is 8 dice, yes.
The rating. Okay, yep. So I
Yep.
will roll my 8 die. That's a total of 3 successes.
Yep. You have the feeling that they are a little skittish. They do not want to get too close to this new thing in the jungle that wasn't here yesterday. And they were very interested in you, but not enough to get close to the fire station.
Got it. Okay. It seems like they're curious, but cautious. So that may be advantageous to us in the future to keep that in our back pocket.
That's good. I suppose that means we won't have to lock up the station before we leave.
That is false. We should always lock up the station.
For Becca.
This is why I get along with Morticia, because 100% we should lock up the station.
For your spell, I'd say
Yeah.
it's in terms of a
I
challenge.
only did one. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of the challenge, it's just a 1. There's nothing preventing you from focusing on the spell. But the spell itself, I would say, is tough. So you would need 6 total successes. So you
Okay.
rolled 5 minus the difficulty 1, so you only have 4 successes. So you'd have to
I will
continue the spell to carry
continue
it on.
the spell. I have no idea there's dinosaurs in the jungle.
Yeah. So at this point, the spell kicks off. So are you drawing this into your book, or how does the spell look?
If I could actually have it where the page doesn't dissipate, and instead of that, I get the area kind of line drawn on my paper instead.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
That would be amazing. And I rip it out and I put it down, and we're probably right in the center. I'm not sure how big the area is. That's up to you to determine.
Yeah. So it'd probably be about 100 yards, so like 300 feet radius out from you. So as you begin to do the initial portion of your spell with drawing with your ink, but then as it kind of like takes hold and begins to build, you no longer have to use the ink and draw it. It kind of like spreads out on the paper as it draws a geographical layout of the surrounding vicinity, and as you tear it out, it almost like 3D effect of it showing like the trees and the paths around you.
And I look up to see Morticia coming back, and she looks like she's looking outside, but I'll roll perception because I probably am not paying attention at all. Actually, Wes, this is what we're looking at in the area. At least the immediate area. It's not too far out, but it's more to go off of. Does it have any wildlife? I don't think it would. I think it's literally
it's just showing kind of like navigation. You can roll a survival. And Wes, whoever's in the station around this can roll survival.
I don't think my survival is all that good. Oh, actually, it's not bad. Never mind. I take it back.
I'm not going to try.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got 1 success.
Okay, so so it's
I don't know if I get any bonuses for the map or not.
Utilizing the map and looking at it, I mean, 3 successes is passable. It's more enthralling and distracting because of the way that there's actually magic happening in front of you. But treating it actually like it's a map to look around, you think that even though that there is jungle around you, you could probably use the 4-wheel drive vehicles and just slowly push your way through and make your way, at least as far as you can see. You're not near any major water source within the 300 feet.
It'd be nice if I could scroll Google Maps in certain directions, but...
Want to go walk there?
Inch. Zoom.
Drop the little yellow guy.
Based off of this, do I know which direction, if there's like uphill, downhill, if it seems relatively flat, like...
Hold on, let me go to the thing that would actually help. If I can find it.
Yes, a map.
Yeah, where is my map? This is not the map that I want.
I hope he has a
Make
map.
a survival check. Can you find it?
No, investigation.
This is more like admin at this point. Okay, found it. For 300 feet, it's all jungle.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, it's fairly level. There's no like rivers in the immediate vicinity, but you'd have to make your way through the jungle to have it update or find an alternate way to do what you're doing.
Okay. The trees are... Mo's coming back already? What did you see?
Why are we going back to them?
Well, well, as Kane pointed out, there are things within the jungle. So we should probably gather what we need here before we start getting directions on where we need to go.
Is there a smell, like a smell concealment stuff for like when you go hunting?
I mean, like, I forgot what it's called, but like if there's like scent remover
like
or something.
Deer musk or something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, but not deer, because I don't want to smell like a deer in a jungle.
Sure.
No, thank you.
I have bad news for you. I don't think we have any naturally sourced dinosaur musk.
That would be such a... Making notes for later.
I don't know. Wes has a lot of style points.
Hey,
You
Wes.
could be like, well, in the labs, we ran
Wes,
into...
do you have any big dinosaur?
I will answer her after I get my... I mean, all this is going on. I mean, they're already back. I mean, we weren't just standing there. I mean, I've got several things I've been waiting to do while they were outside.
Okay,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I thought that was... She said it was me.
Nope, you're good.
So, backtracking ways back here now. When Kane says, responding to Kane, it's like, well, the arrival of a strange building in the middle of the jungle could also scare away animals. That doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing out there. Unbeknownst to he know all the stuff that's going on. And
I picture as you're saying this, like she's out there seeing the dinosaurs. Go ahead.
So, but then I'm assuming you will get your map drawn, and we go. He goes over and looks at it, and you're trying to figure out which way to go. It sounds like.
Yeah.
It's like it's like, well, that's impressive. If we can't see, maybe we can get a bearing off the transmitter signal that we're receiving to get us a good idea of which way we're need to go.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Smart.
Excellent idea. Do we know how to tell where it's coming from?
That would be something I think me and Jasper might be able to figure out.
Can I roll my intelligence to see if I would know how to do that, Adrian?
I'm trying to think how you could tell. If can you tell where the source is coming from?
Well, you should be able. I mean, they make equipment to be able to pick up stuff like this. I mean, they use it in finding corpses in ski avalanche stuff. It's creating a
GPS
signal.
transponders type things.
So it would basically be we would get a general direction that the signal is coming from. The only it would be the strongest direction instead of like sometimes the signal can bounce off stuff, which is a lighter signal.
To do it, we might have to move the transmitter and all that.
Yeah, the only thing is depending on the signal, because signals are shot out not in a straight line, they're shot out in a wave, that it might follow an arc. Is the only thing that I think might be a problem.
But it'll give us a general direction of
yeah.
of that not completely guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be closer to Port 9 Zaro is the idea.
Do we? It's probably asking Kane this. Do we want to get the vehicle without you unloading the vehicle? That's like, are you expecting the all this to sift back?
I don't know why he was unloading the vehicle.
Because there was no space to drive them. We only learned that after the fact.
Oh, so we can all fit in one vehicle? Is that the idea?
No, so we could walk.
Huh?
You
I
only
think
just
information-
learned
Yeah.
that the vehicles can be slowly driven and didn't mention it.
That's true.
So Kane came back inside after realizing it's all foliage and trees and was like, the cars aren't going to make this, so he started unloading it.
I'm not carrying that.
Okay. No, I mean, that's what's trying to understand what you're doing, but if Kane explains that makes sense to him.
Yeah. Kane, only unpack what you plan to carry is what I would say.
You don't have a weapon, you're carrying a crate.
You know what? That is
my notebook
absolutely fair.
and my pen, and I say, I have a weapon. The pen is mightier than the sword, sir.
Who say?
I will.
He's gonna let you both die.
I will look down at my automatic drum mag fed shotgun and think to myself,
what a wonderful world.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do more damage with this than your pen. He doesn't say that out loud, but he gives you you very clearly see him look down at a shotgun, look back at you, look down at a shotgun, and then go, "You're carrying a crate."
Especially if that pen is ripped. Especially if that pen is riptide.
The pen is it's not just the pen, but I'm not going to say that out loud. I already see his look, and you don't argue with somebody dumber than you. They'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. So we're just going to move on.
You had a question about something?
Me? Oh,
yes.
No, we were going to try to track the signal. Also, I asked Mo what she saw out there.
Is Mo back?
At this point, I think. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, as Mo and Jasper slowly return to the
How'd it go, Tarzan Zane?
well, while I don't want you to rush, she kind of puts a hand forward towards Wes. We can confirm that there are life forms outside that are of the tiny scale variety, though they do seem very skittish.
His eyes go a little bit big with excitement. But he doesn't move. He doesn't rush off.
She's just very
It's like
they seem curious enough to approach. but considering they were small and stood to, and then she measures like their height.
Do I know she's talking about raptors, or I'm guessing these are raptors?
If she holds the height, it's like 30 inches, maybe smaller. So it's like 2.5 feet tall.
So they're
I would give-
dinosaur rats.
Yeah, I would give like a
Wes
brief
knows a lot more
description
about
of what they
dinosaurs
would.
than I know as an actual human being, but I'm guessing these are raptors.
From that, you'd know they wouldn't be.
Okay.
If she gives you a description of them, they look like baby raptors, but they're not raptors. As Pi deducted, they are in fact Jurassic Park compies.
So they are entirely different species from raptor.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like they're little ones.
I would describe.
You keep saying little ones. Let me be clear. Are they little raptors, or are they entirely different species than raptors?
There are different species than raptors. They're small. What's the term that's like they? This is out of character knowledge.
Yes,
but this is
I
just
know.
to clear up the conversation. They like hunt eggs. That's their
Okay.
main thing. But like in swarms, they will eat you.
It's
Just
like
think of
Nathus. I posted a video in the chat.
Well, raptors from not like Jurassic Park raptors. They are smaller.
Raptors, raptors in real life were more similar in size to turkeys.
They're like this.
So he gets very excited about this. He's like, as she's trying to like prevent him from acting like he's gonna rush off. He's like, I am very excited about this, but we have a lot of time here. I'm not gonna go rushing off after the first dinosaur we see. We've got plenty of time to study.
Can you also not rush off for the second or third one? Can I at least have a promise for that? Come on, Wes. Give me that.
I will wait until we have worked out our bearings before I get too involved in my studies.
Okay. She finally lowers her hand.
in the meantime.
Jasper walks past them, pats him on the shoulder. Good job, Tantor, and then helps Kane reload the vehicle.
I ain't reloading it.
Oh, you're not reloading it? Like even after like they
I'm
gave
walking.
you the You're still walking even at Oh, no one
Yes.
told you, huh?
No.
Sorry, I totally missed that.
Okay.
That's
Kane, we can drive the vehicle just slowly. According to the map. Come take a look at the map.
Good. I'll stay out and keep watch, and then he'll walk outside, or I'll stay out of the car and walk alongside it, and then he'll double check all of his equipment and look back at the one big crate that has the Quantum Black logo on it, like the big Quantum Black logo on it that he already unloaded. He'll look at Jasper approaching him and be like, "You can put that one back in the car, and don't open it till I say till."
just pretend these are
Okay.
facing the right way. So there's two vehicles. There's the Hummer and the Jeep. Are you wanting to try using both of them or just one of them?
I would.
I previously had the Hummer loaded up.
Is it now unloaded?
Yeah.
I'm guessing the Jeep is going to be better for rugged, and the Hummer is better for protection. Is this my guess?
Yeah, they're both able to. They've got 4-wheel drive. They're both off-road capable, depending on how bad someone drives. But yeah, the Hummer is more armored. It's like a military Hummer. It's just black coated.
Let me
If I spend
see
enough
a
style
show.
points, can we get a tank?
Who drives out of all of us?
I jest, but I
Okay.
will load up the Hummer.
Mo drives. Anyone else?
We can probably all fit in one vehicle, and it might be a bit smaller at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can all come be in one view, especially if Kane is walking on the side.
When you asked about the tank, this reminds me of Red versus Blue and Griff and Solid
Oh
Tint.
goodness. Okay, so Kane's out. The four of us are in the Hummer. I think if there is like an open trunk or even like a ledge, Jasper will be sitting on that so he can keep an eye on the back.
Yeah, you can take doors off both the Jeeps and the Hummers if you want.
I would consult Wes about. There's a couple things I need to consult about. To Wes specifically, I would inquire about how does he believe dinosaurs react with the smell of higher species scents? Like if I create like a dinosaur musk, would it kind of keep the smaller ones away? Is to Wes, and whatever the answer for that is. And then I would, to the general group, inquire about tracking the signal, if there's a way to do that we have available, or if I need to come up with something for that.
I think it's we'll just, even if this is not realistically how it would be done, if you're moving while using the signal, you can tell if you're getting closer or further away. I
That's
think
fair.
we'll just go with that. So stationary, not really. If you're moving, you can kind of use it like the North Star, so to speak.
Okay. In that case, can I go up to the roof, or somebody do this and see at least if we need to head north, south, east, west, if from just that, if that makes a difference in it?
I think
Or
probably you got to start moving laterally, or like in moving through the jungle to see which direction. Going up and down, I don't think is going to help. What was the question you asked for Wes? Because I want to get that too.
I
Like the
rolled
musk?
my dinosaur knowledge.
And that is
Okay.
for, I forgot what the question or the
The
reason.
musk.
Oh, right.
creating a musk of like a dinosaur.
You probably would know how to do that based off of your studies, but also you would know that if you start using one of the vehicles, it's going to create like a gasoline exhaust smell, and that probably will make all the wildlife here that's never seen that before not really either want to be around you or something like that.
Yeah, I would pass that on. My guess would be that a musk of dinosaur would be depending. It would might attract some type of dinosaurs and might repel others. So there's you're never sure what it's going to do to each type. Would be my guess about that musk, and it's
An
not going to be
answer
useful.
that says it's
Yes.
not worth the effort right now. Okay.
Spinosaurus meat. Until you meet a Spinosaur that is never mind.
You have stats for a thesaurus?
I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
For a thesaurus?
Yes.
Let me
I'm
see.
joking. Joke.
Okay, so do you want to utilize the Hummer with Kane kind of patrolling alongside and see how you can make it with the foliage around? Is that
Yeah,
the
I
idea?
think so.
Okay.
If anybody doesn't have a better skill, I have 4, so I could drive.
I have some skill in driving. What is mine? Drive is B. I have 4 as well.
I will not be driving, but I will make sure that we have coffee in the car for Team Ada.
Perfect. I'll drive because I bet Wes probably has a better lookout capability than I do. so I think you're more likely to spot something coming at us than I would. So I'll drive.
Okay. Glad to be here. It's like you. Later on, we can. If we're ever splitting up, we can get the Jeep. You can get the Hummer.
Okay, so we're
Perfect.
taking both.
I said
No,
if
which
we're
is-
ever splitting up.
Yeah, we're just going to take the Hummer for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to
Alright.
make sure that what we have in this vehicle is what we want?
We'll fast
Or-
forward that. We'll
Okay.
we'll assume you've
I'm gonna
shuffled
say
gear.
it now,
Kane,
so that way
Kane
we
spent
made
all
sure.
night packing and then unpacking. Sorry, Kane.
He works so hard.
It builds muscles.
As long as the one crate's in there.
Yeah, your stuff is properly there.
Can I, as they're getting the Hummer ready, can I walk outside, go to the back of the building where the pool of water is, and see if there's
Yep.
mud, grab some foliage,
Yeah.
and some mud, and begin stealthing myself out?
Ooh, yes. You can roll stealth with a +4 situational because there's fresh everything. You have all the
Can I-
material to be able to put your own little camo suit dirt on.
Can I also grab a little bit of dirt, a little bit of plant, just for spell component materials in case needed later to get
Sure.
back to this location?
Roll a ritual magic just to combine that. And if you have a survival at least 4, you can have synergy with it because it's kind of like mixed
I
I
together.
should, yeah.
I got 6
Yeah.
successes to
Yep.
blend in.
Yeah, so you've
Oh,
got the
okay.
marine camo all set up.
So, and maybe like a small, it's not obviously military grade, but like a makeshift ghillie hood. Maybe some leaves poking out of his armor or sticking out of his armor to blend in. And so he walks back to the group as they're in the Hummer, and I like to imagine it's like the scene in Hunger Games where they don't see him until he says something. Like he walks back, he's a part of the foliage, and then suddenly you see his eyes open and his mouth as he says, "I'm good to go."
So the 4 of you are all kind of in the Hummer, more probably Alice if you're getting back in at that point, and then your fearless leader is suddenly next to you all, and he's got camo and everything.
Can we make sure we lock up, like Mo said?
Yes. I put a little message in there. We lock the doors. Keep the hoodlum kids out.
And turn the lights off?
No, leave the porch
Bad.
light on.
Okay. Mackenzie, would you like to roll a drive check?
Yes, I would. That's a 1.
Okay.
1 success. Can I use a style point to re-roll, or how does style
so
points
style
work for
points are
rolling?
just +1 extra die. So actually, I think you spent so with style points. If on Roll20, if you click the bullets with the number, you have just style points are imaged by bullets because that's how I have it set up. So you can just drag one onto the screen to spend it. So previously you spent 1 style point, and then if you want to roll any more dice into this drive check, you can spend up to 4 left that you want.
Who is
I'll
the other
do
+4?
2.
Who is the other for dexterity?
For drive,
was Wes?
Wes has
Yeah.
a drive of 4.
Okay, was Wes in the passenger seat in the front?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so
Could Wes-
I spent 2 and I got a total of 2 successes.
So that's enough to not get the tire all stuck in the rut. You can kind of 4-wheel rock crawl your way around, pushing your way through the jungle a little bit. For the GPS radio thing, I don't know who was on that, but you can tell. Actually, before I tell you, which direction are you wanting to drive? North, south, east, or west?
I would say directly forward from the gates. easiest. We don't have to risk turning it around and bumping into anything. We just go forward.
Yeah.
Unless otherwise
Well,
direction states.
I went up to the roof and I walked the roof length of the building one direction and back to see if that I could tell which direction
No, I'm gonna
had
say
a
you've
stronger
got
signal.
to
Okay, yeah.
move on the map like a grid
Okay.
spot.
So yeah, what Pi said.
Okay, so south, just because that's where the doors are facing in the picture.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You are not getting closer to the transponder.
Are we getting further away or is it kind of a parallel line?
It's kind of a parallel line.
Okay. South? Straight south?
That's where we were headed. We were already
Okay.
headed south. So we need
Well-
to go east or west next.
We need to go east or west. Mo, you're driving. What direction is easier?
I turn west.
Okay. Roll another drive check, please.
I have my camcorder out, just kind of out the window, kind of documenting off for initial time here.
Yeah, did my alarm go off
too.
yet?
At this point, yes.
Oh, can I have done that when the alarm went off?
Okay, it would have been just before you all started driving out.
Yeah.
The Hummer, when trying to turn around, gets stuck into, like you drive over a bush and kind of like jolts, and it's, even though it's four-wheel drive, it doesn't seem to be getting free. I'm actually
Jasper
going to
will
move
get
you
out
real
the
quick.
back and kind of just.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to
Yeah,
move you
let's
real
help.
quick.
Let's help her get it unstuck.
Okay.
In hindsight, we probably should have
we'll put it
not had
here.
all of the weight in the car while making this trek.
Hold on. This
It's
is still going
fine.
on.
This won't take long.
Okay. So Jasper, you're out. Kane, you're out. Alice and
Mhm.
Wes are in the car.
No,
Still?
I'm kind of getting out
You
help
get
too.
Okay.
He's a gentleman.
Morticia, left or right?
Left.
Okay. Driver's side. Okay. Do you get out of the car? Or are you staying in the driver's chair?
No, I'll stay in.
Okay. So Kane, Jasper, and Wes, as you go around the car to the right side, or sorry, it'd be the left side, driver's side, you can see that wrapped around the driver's side wheel. Oh, I didn't move you all. Can you see this now?
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Okay, that's better. Wrapped around the driver's side wheel is an assortment of like vines that have coiled around the axle probably and just encased the tire.
All right.
Combat knife.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Just don't slit the tire.
Kind of like this.
No.
I think Kane seeing this would have a very simple solution. He's gonna
Shoot the
go
tire.
to the back. He's gonna go to the back of the Hummer and open one of the crates, and then walk out, and then everyone hears a
Chainsaw.
Okay.
And
Why he
he's
is
gonna chainsaw
Why he's
Oh.
gathering the chainsaw? I was thinking about cutting it too, but I was. Did it look like this was wrapped around because the wheel was spinning and it pulled it tight, or does it look like the vine itself intentionally wrapped around the axle?
Would you like to roll a investigation? I believe it is. Or yeah, investigation, please.
Investigation.
Inside there's a heavy face palm. You probably can't hear it over the chainsaw.
Okay. Upon getting close to look, you can see there's indeed vines that
Sense that.
have moved
Yeah.
around as you drove to it, sprang on and cling to it, and that's where, with a zero drive, you got stuck. But it's not because of anything that Morticia would have known. It should have been able to make that, but all of a sudden the tire itself is getting choked and compressed, and you cannot move the vehicle.
I am backing up. It's like, wait a minute! It's like a Venus flytrap. It's a moving plant.
Do I
Jasper
hear
kinda
that
just looks at
inside the
Kane.
car?
Yeah, everyone hears what Wes just said. Kane, you're
Jasper looks at Kane and
close.
it's like, you think this moving Venus flytrap is going to be resistant to perhaps a DeWalt
I-
chainsaw?
Can I?
No, I'm saying be careful. It could reach out at you.
Can I get out of the car
Mhm.
and pull out my notebook and see about performing like a spell to dehydrate, basically pull all of the moisture out of the plant to see if that would kill it so we can get out?
Okay. You could roll a spell attack for that.
My mummify spell.
I cast dehydration.
I called it mummify just because I enjoy other languages, and that is always an interesting.
Shall I get to roll physical dice too?
If you would like to.
I think I kind of do. You just have to trust me.
Okay, I trust you, but I can always come out and check if I don't.
I've got 2 yellow and 1 blue for 4 dice.
Send the kid in to spy.
Hey, take a
I
peek
call
at my
hacks.
schedule.
Okay.
Send Lizzie.
So you did 6 for your
6,
attack. So
yeah.
hold on. So
Yeah,
for dehydrating,
yeah.
how do you have this already pre-prepped? You said.
Yeah, it's basically a mummify. It would basically create a really dry environment, pull the moisture out of it, but sped up instead of it taking a long time, just like a very quick mummification.
Okay, so I would say it's average and average for challenge and difficulty, but since you have it prepped, I'm going to say
Yeah,
it's easy instead of average challenge. So it's only 1. So
Cool.
you rolled 6 minus 1 is 5, which is enough to be a average. So you rolled 6 attack on it. I rolled 3 defense.
Mm-hmm.
That causes some of the tendrils to immediately recoil and dry out. The truck is free, and it is kind of withering on the ground, not completely void of all water, but it has let go of the truck.
Cool. I'll finish you with the chainsaw.
Now that the tire's free, I feel much more.
Okay. So
I'm
Kane,
gonna. If this was happening, like he was like maybe mid swing of the chainsaw, he's gonna connect with the chainsaw.
Okay. Roll initiative, please.
Oh.
I
Oh.
only have 2 dice. Don't worry. I rolled a 1. Okay, you get
Everyone?
Okay.
Okay.
you get first strike.
That's my token.
All right,
Oh,
going in with the chainsaw,
Oh, I got. Oh.
and he has a -2 to defense, right? Because that was an attack.
Yeah, this is second attack on him, so he has just 2 dice. Zero defense. Nobody else needs to roll initiative.
Okay.
As Joseph Kane brings the chainsaw down to bear, there's the noise of the cutting of its getting reduced to dead. There it goes.
And if it stops moving,
Yeah, it twitches
No.
and like tries to like move around at you. Like the plant is not doing plant stuff. It is alive, but then it's not as you cut it apart.
turn off the
Like-
chainsaw, put it back in its crate, and just simply let's get a move on.
I could
Can I-
grab a bag from the truck and stick a couple pieces in a bag.
Yeah. Yes. Nerd Squad unite.
Okay. Yeah, you can add to your character sheet choker plant, whatever you want to call it, assassin vine. You get to name it. No one's named this before that you are.
Oh yeah, we could. It's a new species. We have to study it and also know what to
Yeah.
look for in the future.
I also wanted to take a picture of it as well, on top of getting samples. But
So
Yeah.
Wes, if you want to put it on your character inventory, right? Something carcass, whatever you want. Or
Equipment. Okay.
Sample. for your inventory.
While the nerd squad is swarming this dead plant, Jasper's just gonna offer Kane a coconut water, and a granola bar.
I'm gonna call it Tanglevine.
Anglevine? Okay.
I have a response to Jasper, but it might be too mean, so I'm not going to say it.
You can do it. I know you personally, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say he looks at the coconut water and goes, "What do you think? I'm some kind of pussy?"
okay, more electrolytes for me, I guess. Here's some normal water.
I would also get some pictures of it to we can help identify it later and to send back to people that in for study later. But if we all after we get samples, we can to further for future study back in a safe location. We can get going again.
Yeah, I'll start back up the car and we can start back up the vehicle and we can be on our way.
Okay, you can roll another drive check.
That's better. That's a 2.
Okay, so you move. Excuse me. You move to the west, and you do get closer to the transponder.
This is the right direction. You hear from the back seat.
Are you wanting to go to the transponder? Is the next question.
I'm inclined to say yes. I think that it's
Yeah.
our first lead, and I think that at this point we need to follow leads because we don't really have a queue on anywhere else.
Okay, so
They should have wherever they went. I don't think they're at the transponder, but they should have a trail from there that we might be
That's
able to pick up.
exactly. Yep. Exactly.
So it'll be another drive check as you're kind of moving west. This is going to be a lot of drives for a second as you're navigating the map.
That's a 1.
Okay, 1. It's very slow going. You don't get stuck. At one point, Kane probably gets behind and helps push a little bit to get over these giant bumps and roots and stuff. But you're able to proceed west a little bit more, and then you can tell that it's kind of like staying parallel for a little bit. So you've got to basically go north. You've gone west enough, and now it's back north.
They're taking video of this whole time as we're driving.
Yeah,
with this camcorder.
You're seeing a lot of interesting foliage and colors of flowers and stuff like that. Really, still no animals. You haven't seen any dinosaurs or anything like that.
It's scaring them away, but yeah, he's taking video and making commentary on the video as he's taking video out the window.
Making a vlog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, vlog.
I will not be drawing in this shaky vehicle. That's a good way to ruin a spell.
Gone rock crawling. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no seatbelts for anyone probably. With jumping in and out. Did you roll a fresh 2 or did you roll yet?
No, I haven't rolled again.
Okay, so one more to go north.
Wait, were we going west before?
We're going northwest essentially because we plateaued again going west.
Yeah.
We went south, west, and now we're headed north.
Yeah, then you went like a half west with the 1.
That is a 0, good sir.
Okay. Let's see. You pull through the jungle trees, and then immediately ahead is rushing water. There's a river ahead blocking the path, and on the riverbed, Kane, roll a stealth, please.
Sure. Do I have a bonus?
Yes, you have
for my camo.
Yeah, I think with the camo, I think +4 is probably a little bit too gratuitous, so I'm gonna give you just a +2.
All right.
But with anyone else out of the vehicle, it was just Kane, right? At this point, everyone's
it was
riding.
just Kane. Jasper's sitting on the trunk.
Oh, so you're on the outside. Okay, so roll stealth.
Oh, okay.
I have 6.
Stealth. 3.
So the Hummer can hold 4 people inside, and then the seating on the outside in like a trunk area.
It would be able to. There's a bench seat in the back, so it'd be 5 on the inside, 2 front, 3 back, and then the
Yeah.
trunk space.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what Jasper meant. He's sitting on the outside on the trunk, just kind of holding on. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
No seatbelt laws here in Chult.
Yeah.
Not when we're driving at like 5 miles per hour.
Yeah. If we're walking at the speed that
This-
Joseph Kane
Yes.
can go, then yeah.
If we get stopped by a cop, we're way out of it. We're way out of his jurisdiction.
It's gonna be some sort of yeah.
Jasper, you rolled a 3, just enough. As you and Kane both kind of notice this river pulling by, the banks of which are all just kind of washed away rock and dirt and plants and stuff, but all around above the water is just this buzzing as enormous looking insects, like mosquitoes, are flying around, but they're very large mosquitoes. But they don't seem to really take notice of either of you. And the Jeep or the Hummer just broke through the tree line, and right ahead is just this washed out riverbed
So
blocking the
there's
trail.
Probably like if the Hummer's not already stopped, there's probably a whisper from Kane to Morticia, stop the car.
Yeah, it's basically dead end.
Yep, I would stop.
And then could I kind of sneak my way through the brush to see if the insects are attracted to anything? Like are there also like flies in there? Like are attracted to a carcass? Are they attracted to anything living?
You
Or
can
if
roll.
this is just like stagnant?
Yeah, I would say roll just perception. I don't think this would be a survival check necessarily to kind of see what this is, but they're big bugs.
All right, I'll throw a style point into my perception.
You can tell that they are in fact giant mosquitoes, and by giant, like chicken-sized.
Hmm.
And they're like, the buzzing is loud because they're so big, and they seem to be just loitering around, kind of like the marsh area around the river. The river itself is kind of like moving along enough, but around the banks on either side they are flying around. And with a 3 perception, you can see that to go north, you'd have to continue going east or west to try to get around this river, and maybe there's a place you can ford it. It would be a survival check to try to see if there's a place where the water's low enough, though.
Yeah, I'm not great on survival. So I would come back, through the bushes and everything after seeing all that, and just, bring that information to everyone. Either we take a long time going around or we try and go through. They're big.
Adrian, what direction is the river running?
East-west. It's blocking your northward route.
Okay, so it's running from east to west. So it sounds like if the river is going into the ocean, either way, west is downhill. West is the, unless it's a big lake. But being near water in general isn't always when it comes to wildlife, because animals are attracted to water because they need it to survive. So the closer we are to water, the more likely we are to encounter things.
That city was called Port something, right?
Exactly.
Ports are typically on a larger body of water.
So we both want to be near the water and want at the same time. Either way, we're going to need to get around this. What was our 1 south, how many west? 1.
You went 1.5 west, and then tried to go up north.
0.5
but we're blocked.
west. How many north did we try to go?
This was the first one if I remember right. So here's the fire station. Then you went down one. Did you go down two? I think right because the first one was fine. Then the
Yeah.
second one you hit
We
the
got stuck.
tangle vine.
And then we went down one more, so we went down 3 and we've gone west.
I think I might be on.
Did
the
we?
wrong
I
map.
thought we went.
No.
No, we went down 2,
I
and
think
then we
you went down
realized.
two.
Yeah,
And then
you're
we
right.
realized it was getting weaker.
So it was like down. Oh. So down one, down two. Fought the battle there. Went west one half. Then you tried to go north, and that's when you hit this river. I'm pretty sure that's how it was.
And then north 1. Can we... Can
How
we
deep
go
is the river?
0.5?
You could roll a survival check. Right here, it's
Yeah,
too deep. I mean, you could swim across this specific section, but you couldn't take the Hummer through.
Which way was the river flowing again on this map?
East to west.
It is right. Yeah, the water is also running east to west. It's not just.
Well, we can tell if it's going east to west, but is it going east or is it going west?
It's flowing eastward.
Wait,
So it
you
is-
said
Sorry,
east
is that
to
west?
west.
That'd be west.
It's
Sorry.
flowing west.
Yeah.
I had it backwards. I
Okay.
mean, it runs in that east-west line, but it's flowing west.
And we did not cross the river over here.
No.
So the river source is either somewhere in here or there's the river goes to this side of the fire station.
Further northeast is going to be the river source. But the closer you get to the source, typically the shallower it is
Mhm.
because there's inlets that feed rivers.
So
However, it also means it's rockier and more obstacles in the water.
port is probably gonna be on a coastal place down here, but our signal is up here somewhere.
I think that heading more west, kind of outside of the range of the river, till we kind of find a good place to that might be a good way to go. Because the signal is going to be away from Port Nyanzaru, most likely.
Looking around, do I see any tall trees?
On the bank, there's tall trees. Well, they're not like super tall, like poplar trees, but they're tall enough.
Are any of them tall enough that would reach across the river?
Yeah, if you were to cut them down or something like that. If they were to fall, it would span the river.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab the chainsaw and chop one down.
Okay. Okay.
There's a bug out there still.
Yeah, are we ignoring the giant multiple chicken-sized mosquitoes?
5-foot wingspan and a 6-foot beak.
Not quite that big.
I mean, just keep me clouded in the exhaust of the Hummer.
Rev the engine, back it up, and then
Yeah,
turn on
basically, yeah, just like completely cover me in the exhaust. Out of character, Zero knows that mosquitoes rely on carbon dioxide detection to find their prey. So if you're covering me in carbon monoxide, they're going to have a harder time seeing me.
They also have a hard time seeing you when you stay in the car, which is what Alice knows.
Okay, well, I'm not going to use a chainsaw from inside the car.
Smart man.
Okay.
All right,
So
it needs to be done.
okay, so you start the
But-
chainsaw. That immediately
Yep.
kind of alerts the bugs to your vicinity. Mo can just rev the engine and spew out exhaust in your general direction as you begin to chop down a tree. I will have you still roll a initiative, please. I don't have a token for this guy, so we'll see if I can find.
Do you want
anything.
that for all of us or just him?
If you plan to not fight these things, then you don't have to.
I'm gonna act if things get bad.
Okay, then you can roll initiative.
Yeah.
So Jasper, you are cutting down the tree. These things have stat blocks for these. Oh, they don't like it, but they do be hungry. So they're going to roll a will check to see if they can put up with the gas. So that's 1. Two. So 3 of the mosquitoes come through. Out of them, one of them just kind of like goes away, but there's still 2 left. And they have an initiative of 3. So everybody goes at the same time. So Jasper, you want to take your turn to begin cutting down the tree?
Yep.
Okay, just roll a
Yep.
melee check. There's no like defense on the tree. Just let's see how it goes.
I'm untrained in melee. I might ask someone to take over this thing. Oh, that's
Yep.
still pretty good.
It's not super hard to use a chainsaw on a tree. You begin to cut it down. Kane and Wes, are you both standing by, or you can see the bugs like coming into the cloud area of the exhaust?
I'm going to approach, wherever the nearest bug is to I immediately forgot your name, Jasper. And I'm going to quick draw because I have weapons just
Everywhere.
everywhere, and I'm gonna look at the nearest bug as I quick draw my flamethrower, and I'm just gonna spray into the air.
Okay.
And I will.
Guess I won't
I'll
need to roll this.
roll on roll 20 for my weapons here.
I think for these they have to just roll body against that because a flamethrower is going to be big enough, and they only have 1 score in body, so it's 50-50 they die. 1 dies. The other dies too. Okay, that was less than exciting probably, but flames burn the wings off the bugs. They drop to the ground. At the same time, the tree falls down, spanning the river.
That says, Bug Zapper, what a way to die.
That's the bonus of having a shit ton of weapons on you.
Jasper powers down the chainsaw, gives a curt nod into the endless jungle expanse where he can't see his team leader, and puts away the chainsaw.
Just
You
a
just
sudden
see
burst
flames.
of flames.
And
and
then
then
The general
dies.
direction the flame came from.
It was just flames and then jungle.
Like
Okay.
he's trying to make me feel at home.
That's funny.
I mean, I'll roll again to ignite you, make you even feel more at home.
I know how to stop, drop, and roll.
They taught me that in firefighter school.
Or you could jump into the river.
That's true. There is a
Yeah,
river.
go jump into the prehistoric river. Tell me how that goes for you.
If there's dolphins,
Well-
you're probably fine.
All right.
Gonna
Let's
try
get
to
going before
drive
the
the
tree starts
Hummer
getting
over
washed
the
away.
tree.
I feel like you might want to use style points for that
Can we?
particular trek.
No, I mean, yeah, you can.
So you cut down a tree for us to cross, or what was the point of cutting down this tree?
For us to
To-
walk across.
Okay.
Well, either to walk across or to weaken the flow of the river, such that we can actually use it as kind of a wall.
Is it above the river or is it?
You want to try to like dam the river a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. And I can spend style points too. You know.
Yeah, we're getting kind of close to like a session end. So if you want to spend just 2 style points, you can just cut down 3, 4, 5 more trees kind of in the same spot, and that will dampen the river flow enough to where you could try to cross and ford here if you wanted.
Then I shall spend 2 style points.
Okay.
As he's doing that, Morticia is going to speak into the wild blue yonder. Kane, how about we set up some explosives on this new dam in case we need to protect ourselves from something from the other side?
Are we sure we want to start damming a river without knowing the situation? I mean, we could be damaging the ecosystem.
More so, I don't necessarily think that this particular spot holds any strategic value.
Strategic values are returned back to the base of operations.
I agree. And if we have to do a quick fail safe to make sure that something isn't following us, igniting a water rush is a good one.
Anything,
In the background.
anything.
Do we have the drone still?
To my understanding, you did not leave anything behind. Well, actually, you left a whole jeep behind, but
We
Yeah,
left a
and
lot. We
presume
left a
you
whole
have-
firehouse behind.
you
Okay.
have, I think, everything that you were wanting for.
Can I get an eyesight of the? Can I get the drone out? We probably should have done this before he started damming the river, and kind of see the layout of how the river goes. If there's a better spot to cross it, and a place we could potentially go across with the jeep, or what is beyond how far we are from any sort of something that isn't more trees.
Yeah, you can get the drone out. It would require, I'm looking at it right now, which skill it is. I think it's under pilot. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
It
so,
is.
So piloting, so it
Pilot.
takes a pilot check to be able to operate the drone.
Okay.
If you're
Does anybody
not
have
trained
pilot?
with it, I could allow electronics, I think, too.
Uh,
But it's supposed to be pilot.
Electronics requires specialization, and I don't have that. Does anybody actually have the skills to do the drone?
If
Chainsaw boy?
it's meant to be pilot, but if we want to kind of like bend rules here, Zigzag did use electronics or computers, I believe computers it was, for his drones all the time.
Oh, that's right. It was computers. Electronics is more like building stuff. That's why it's specialization. So
Pilot-
yeah, I could allow computers, or if you guys
I
want
can do
to
computers. Because
wait,
that's
Drone-
the
you know,
yeah.
Drones
You're-
are officially under pilot, but Zigzag always used computers.
I feel like it's pretty.
yeah, I would allow for computers. But I think I'd put a -2 on it as if you're untrained. And then if you wanted to buy pilot with upcoming experience, because you're about to get.
I have 1 XP. Can I put a point into?
You to buy level 1, you need 2 experience.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Okay.
So
Can I just spend 2 spile points and roll it flat?
Yeah.
Okay.
and
I'm just
while
gonna do
while
that.
you're doing this, Jasper is clogging up the river. You can see the
Yeah.
water level, like the rush of it thinning down. So you can probably get away with just driving over the river rock.
Mhm.
There's still bugs in the air, and if they get too close, I kind of imagine Kane's just like on standby, like.
I probably like, I don't know, is your Eric, did you get out of the car too at this point? Or are you just
if
kind of hanging out in
we're
here?
if we're taking that much time and cutting down multiple trees, I'm thinking about what Kane said about swimming across the prehistoric river. And can I safely get to the river?
Yes. At this point,
No.
assuming that Kane is providing adequate flame cover if bugs try to get too close, or if you're willing to just roll a stealth, you can do it that way
Throw
too.
one of the dead bodies of the bugs into the river and see if anything comes up for supper.
Smart.
On the side note, that is since Wes got out, I would probably climb into the front seat and show Mo what it looks like for trying to get the best path for driving. Was where I was going with that, but continue, Eric. I'm so curious.
You throw a couple of these bugs in. They do get eaten
By something in the river coming up?
by something in the. They just get like sucked underneath the water.
Good call about not swimming in prehistoric river.
Mm-hmm.
That was a percentage chance, and I rolled above 60. So
Once we've settled in more, maybe we can. But once we've settled in more, maybe we can go fishing.
okay. Alice, flying the drone up above tree level, you can see that the forest going northward. It does kind of come to a bit of an end and transition into more of a hill area, and you can pretty much assume up in the top of the hills is where that transponder is that you're trying to get to. It would be essentially one more successful drive check to get through to there, to the base of the hill, and then from the hill it'd be rough to drive anything up there to turn into a hike if you wanted to go up. So with the drone looking around, you can see beyond those is just shining turquoise ocean. It looks like. Looking
On the
around,
other side of
like
the hill?
even further
Or
northward, even like far northward. And then if you spin the drone to look back to the east, you can see almost like it's far away. Like there's a lot of land before it, but the ocean just kind of like curves around, and you can see it's like a peninsula. And then if you turn back south, it's just like endless jungle. And then turning to the west, it's still like jungle, and mountains and stuff like that. But there is what looks to be a city further down.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying to write down all of this on a map, and it's really slow. Can you repeat that? So north, one league north is transponder location. Even further than that is the ocean. South is endless jungle. What else?
This is
Where was the
roughly
mountain?
kind of like what you can see in terms of like the landmass. So
Westwood
you are
City.
like here.
Westwood City.
Mm-hmm.
I caught that, and then east had some ocean and some forest, like it was like like a peninsula. I think he said.
It's kind of like this. Imagine everything on this landmass is jungle, and everything else is water.
So we are here.
Yep.
So
There.
we essentially went in the opposite direction that the city's in.
Yeah, your fire
Lovely.
station would be like here-ish.
Where?
Sorry, I was in blue.
Fire
Yeah, you were in
station.
blue.
Us.
Wait a second,
Transponder.
Adrian.
The city's in the water, or the city is up here.
It's in the water. I wrote it above, but it would be lower. It's a port city.
I'm sorry, Adrian. Is this north, south, east, and west? Because if that's the case, then the fire station should be on the opposite side. So your directions are backwards.
This is north, south, east, west. Right?
Yes.
Am I not stupid?
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Good.
No, you're good. Yeah, that was me. My bad. Cheers.
All right. As we are about to ford the weakened river in the Hummer, Jasper kind of looks out into the jungle. After there hasn't been like any gouts of fire, he's like, "Kerchak, time to go."
He's already
Adrian.
across the river on the other side.
He just walked across the trees.
Yeah, he just walked across the tree while you guys weren't paying attention.
I feel like I have to make you roll a athletics check for that. You're probably fine though.
The river isn't heading into the ocean?
It's going
It
to
goes
be
like this.
And
Except
then
in blue.
Okay.
And then it would also
Stems in the mountains and comes like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know the sources of, so we can saw the source of the river up here?
Yeah, it stems from up in the mountains.
Okay. These are some bearings.
It would be nicer to head north and cross the river where the signal is, but then we'd have to cross the river again to get to the city.
Yeah.
So the question is, do we want to? I feel like that when they had the looped message, somebody was going back to get the last battery, but it sounded like that they were going into the city after that.
In the message, he started in the city, and they were going back to the transponder.
So they have somewhere to cross, but they don't necessarily have a vehicle.
Did my
Right.
other timer go off for the third hour? Or no, I was doing it 24 hours. Hold on, let me do some math. How long has it been since Team Ada arrived here?
I would have to look that up. I didn't write that in my notes right here.
I was about to do some math to figure out how long ago they
The
would have
message said 3 weeks, but they left
No.
Earth.
That was when the recording was looped, and it's been constantly looping, which means that it could have been way more than.
That's
so
true.
I need to know when they arrived here, and I can calculate they're basically about 10 minutes off per hour. Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to figure out the time dilation. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Adrian was nodding his head back and forth. What do you disagree with? It's not the right time?
I think I need to double check your maths. Or my maths.
Yeah.
One of them. So, for... Now, do you want to try to drive the vehicle over?
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you felt comfortable doing it. Jasper actually has 5 in drive if you wanted to let him take over for the river.
Sure. Is there an assist method in this?
Yes, if you have at least 4 in a skill, you can assist as long as it makes sense on how you're assisting. I think for being co-pilot, just like spotting and like trying to work together, it makes sense. So yeah, you could give him a +2.
Yeah, so I think what I'd do is I would like stand up on the seat and like grip the top rails of the Hummer and look over to try to help him avoid major rocks.
I can get in the back with Monica.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So yeah, if you swap drivers, Jasper, if you want to go for it, you can have a +2 from the assist, and then Eric, are you also trying to assist?
No, I'm moving to the back. So you know.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I assume if Jasper's coming up to the driver's seat and C's assisting, I'm assuming C's gonna be in the passenger.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just saying I can move in the back with Monica.
Okay. So you just make it. 4 successes was the difficulty for this. So crossing over, water rushing up against the wheels. At some points, you feel the back lift up a little bit, but you crawl through and reach to the other bank where a couple eyes blink at you. Kane morphs out from the brush in his camo. And you can make your way up northward towards the antenna. It technically would be one more drive check if
Okay.
You just want to do one more.
We can swap back, and I can give you the +2 on your drive if you want. Unless you'd like to be passenger princess. Okay.
I've been driving the whole time. Your turn. Okay. You probably will make it because it's only a 2. So.
Yes, I got a 3.
Okay, so you reach up to about the base of the mountains where you can tell there is a trail making its way up. And just because of time, I think probably we can stop there as you reach
How-
the base of the mountain.
How long have we been here? Because at 24 hours after arrival, I had one more spell at that point for
Yeah,
clarifying time.
we'll roll that to the next session because it hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Okay.
It's been a couple hours, but you're still like not even quite midday with your adventuring through the jungles.
Oh, you're right. It is, sorry, 20 minutes to it. Okay, yeah, 20 minutes off. Yeah. Wait a second.
It's like a math riddle.
It is.
This is
No, my brain will.
time distortion. So
I never did ask those questions of Jasper and his suspicion of how he knew it was coming. He got too excited about the environment. But at some point, we're gonna have a conversation about how you knew it was coming.
A voice told me. I don't know what you're expecting Jasper to say.
Oh, that was out of character.
Oh no, no.
But if we
That could totally be in character. Jasper would be like, a voice told me.
in the car while we're driving, it's just like, okay, so this whole magic and alien and spiritual thing is a supernatural thing is kind of new to me. So a voice told you that a portal was coming, and you don't find that suspicious at all?
Suspicious?
Is the voice often right? Is my question.
I haven't been in an intimate relationship with this voice for a very long time. So...
Which means you've known them for a long time, but they just don't.
The voice gave us the capability of being at the portal when it opened.
How long
I
ago
didn't
did
know
you
that.
start talking to you?
Brought the portal to us. Like it was intentionally bringing us.
actually,
Tomato?
What did you
Alice
first
could
start
roll
talking to
a.
this voice?
Alice,
And how
I'd
are you
love to
intimate
roll.
with a voice?
What can I roll? Let me
cosmic.
know.
Supernatural lore, cosmic.
Okay, supernatural lore, cosmic. Hey, I'm pretty good at this one. Boom.
Assuming this is all in the car, you're talking, so you can all
Yeah.
hear each other.
Yes.
The bringing to light the way that you guys are transported to Chult, that's not what happens with a rift. Like everything that's happened before. This is nothing remotely close to taking the fire station and just transporting has ever happened.
The previous
before.
ones were like a curtain that you had to walk through.
Yeah, they're very Stargatey, is what
Or
had
a crack.
happened previously. Yeah, they sometimes manifest in different ways with like cracks or portals or
Yeah.
stuff like that. But something just completely just being transported has not happened.
But
So
based off of
Then
my
I guess that means we're special.
cosmic, what do I know? Do I other than that this isn't how it usually happens? Do I know anything else?
See if you have any talents or resources. Let me get back to you on that. I need to think about it. Because possibly.
I love the more excited Becca gets, the higher she gets in her chair. She goes from like
float
here
right
to
off
here,
the
and then she's like, she's gonna be owl perched by the end of this campaign.
That's fun. Okay, so
No, if I get really excited, I'll get up and start clapping. Do a little happy dance. Perpetual 5-year-old over here.
you guys get 6 experience. You get participation point for
Yay.
playing in general. You guys did encounter a little bit of danger, a lot of which you probably avoided, especially with Kane managed to avoid something, which was pretty good. Good job. You all roleplayed a lot. Actually, I think I'm going to give you another roleplay point each because that was really fun. So you can have 7.
I felt really bad, Pie. I totally was playing my character intelligence, and I was being mean to your dumb character. So
No, you're
I
fine.
apologize.
Success. You had a lot of success in what you were doing, and you got to just about to the antenna, so you get that one, and you learned a lot. So wisdom. And then I give you a special first welcome to Chult point.
Adrian, I wanted to get samples of the bug too. Everyone
Do you
was
have an
talking
extra
and I
style
never
point?
said it. I have a lot of extra style points.
Okay, you can spend it. And get
Cool.
one.
Yeah, I wanted bug samples, specifically the blood, because I feel like it would be a really good spot.
They are crispy. You want French fry bugs? You got French fry bugs.
Ooh, French fry bugs.
Wrap this up, end the recording. So for experience, I'm going to give you all 7 experience for this game. If you want to spend that right away, you can spend it on skill upgrades, or you can save it. Once you get 15, you can buy resources, talents. Potentially, you can upgrade your primary attributes. But if you want to buy skills, I can go over that with you offline. And we will catch you all in the next episode. See ya.